In this video, we're going to talk about Security Intelligence Query Language, or SIQL. If I want to run a SIQL query against my enterprise, I'll go to the Enterprise dashboard. I'll select Policy and Security Rules. And you can see I have 251 results. Now I'm going to use a feature called Filter Bricks. I'm going to add a filter, and the first thing I want to know about my rules is how many have an action of accept. And you can see we're down to 205. Next, I'm going to want to know how many of those rules have a comments field that is blank. And we've come down to 121 results. Then I'm going to want to find out how many of these rules are open to ports 443 and port 80. That brings us down to 28 results. Now I can get a little more granular because if you could see here, this intersects with 443 and 80. I can change that if I want specific rules that only contain those ports by changing this to equals and apply. And now we're down to 16 results. I can save this. I'm going to save it because I want to run it regular. So I'm going to call this Q4. And I want to share it with my peers. So anyone who's got access to FireMon can call this up. And I'm going to save. So now I'll go back to my dashboard. I'll go to Policy and Security Rules. And I'll click on my filter. And there's Q4. And I'll call it back up. And you can see there's 16 results. Now I can export this to a CSV or a PDF. So how can I leverage this query in an API call? I'll click on the Advanced button, and you can see here's our query string. We're running this against the domain of ID1, and we're looking for all rules with an action of accept, and the comments field is empty or null, and the service of any is false, and the service equals TCP 443 or TCP 80. If I want to run a query against a specific device, I'll go to that device dashboard. I'll call up Security Rules. And you can see we have 28 results. I'll go to my filter bricks. Again, I want to have an action of accept. I want to go see all the rules with comments field that is blank. And you can see we're down to 13 results. Now I want to know all rules that have a hit count greater than or equal to 1. And you can see we have 3 results here. So let's look at our query string. We're running this against device ID 165, and we're looking for all rules with an action of accept, and the comments field is empty or null, and the usage date is over the last 30 days to today with a count of greater than or equal to 1. So if I want to run a query against a device group, I'll go to my Enterprise dashboard. I'll select Enterprise, and I'll go down to the device group I'm interested in. In this case, I'll pick North. So when I get to this device group, it'll show me how many devices I have. I'll select Policy and Security Rules. And you can see I have 45 results. Then what I'll do is I'll do a query. How many rules with an action of accept? I'll add another filter. And this one I'll go after a risk score. of 10 or greater. And now we have 4 results. And then finally, let me go to accumulative severity of 20. And you can see we have the same results. So if I go to my advanced tablet, you'll see I'm querying the device group, ID 52, all rules with an action of accept, and have a severity of 20 or greater and a risk score of 10 or greater. Thanks very much for watching. You can get more information about SIQL queries in Chapter 10 of your Security Manager User's Guide. Thank you.